भानुवासरयुक्तायां रेवती नक्षत्र शुभयोग तैतुलकर्ण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्ते श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रया नगीयमान छत्र चामर श्री छिन्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरडावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा वयापवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलप केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञानभानु वीक्षण नरहार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमत् ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवद्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्य वंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाण पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थं तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मात् काम मोक्ष दुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्त मंगलावाप्यर्थं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now, please take an uddharani of water and wash your right hand. Om Avavasprishya. Now, please place your Panchapatram and uddharani aside as we begin with the Nityananda Yoga.
So today we'll all be beginning with the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, the sequence of 108 asanas. So in the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, all of us can look at the Acharya on the screen and follow. The first asana of the Prathama Vinyasa Krama is the Sukhasana. In Sukhasana, please sit in a cross-legged position. Sit in a comfortable position with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Place your hands in the Bindu Mudra. Bindu Mudra is keeping your index and thumb fingers joined together and placing your hands on your knees. This is the Bindu Mudra. So perform the Bindu Mudra. The next is the visualization. Visualization, please visualize Bhagavan Paramashiva in your inner space. The pranayama that we'll be performing is the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply through your nostrils and then hold your breath. When you hold your breath, visualize the prana, the life energy, the air going to your Jataragni, the fire in your stomach. Visualize the air fueling the fire in your stomach. And then exhale. Inhale deeply and slowly. Hold your breath. Visualize the fire, the air fueling the fire in your stomach. And then exhale. Next, in the bandha, we'll be performing the Mahamudra bandha. That is all three bandhas we learnt yesterday. Performing all three of them together. So let's do it together. First is the Jalandhara bandha. Jalandhara bandha is putting your chin to your chest, locking the chin to the chest. Yes, now relax. Second is the Uddiyana bandha. Pulling your stomach, exhale completely, and then pull your stomach in and up. Exhale completely, and then pull your stomach inside. Pull your stomach in and up. Now relax. Third is the Mula bandha. Mula bandha is contracting your perineum. Now relax. Now let's do all the three bandhas together. So bring your chin to the chest. Pull your stomach in and up. And your perineum. Okay, now relax. And performing the japa, internal japa of Soham.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तम् अशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत् आसनं विजितं येन जितं तेन जगत्त्रयम्.
Now relax. We'll next be going into Parvatasana. The next asana is Parvatasana. So in Parvatasana, first we're going to come to Padmasana. So please stretch your legs in front of you. And now place your left leg on your right thigh. And place your right leg on your left thigh. Let's all get into Padmasana. If you're not able to do Padmasana, first bring one leg and be comfortable. Push your knees to the ground. Push your knees to the ground Become comfortable in the asana. Feel the stretch in your hips, in your thighs. And then bring your other foot close to your leg and slowly try to climb your foot up. Slowly try to pull and climb your foot over your other leg. Kailasa, Bolivia, the ma with a white shirt. Are you able to do Padmasana? Can you give a thumbs up? Okay, wonderful, ma. Yes, Kailasa, Malaysia. Many are not doing Padmasana. So first put one leg on top and then try to pull the other leg. At least keep it for 1 second and then bring it out. Keep the other leg on top for 1 second, feel the stretch, and then you can bring it back. Now you're going to bring your palms together in the Anjali Mudra. The mudra that we'll be performing is the Anjali Mudra, that is bringing your palms together in front of your heart center, and then raise your hands above your head. Raise your arms straight above your head, keep your elbows straight. And now visualize yourself as Mount Kailash. Visualize yourself as a mountain, Mount Kailash. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply, hold your breath. While holding your breath, visualize the air fueling your fire inside your stomach. Fueling the fire inside your stomach. And then exhale. Inhale. Visualize the fire burning in your stomach. And then exhale. Perform all the 3 bandhas, that is the Jalandhara bandha, putting your chin to the chest. The next is Uddiyana bandha, pulling your stomach in and up. And third is Mula bandha, contracting your perineum. And chant the internal japa of Soham.
अतवक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलं यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
Now relax, you can come down and you can release your legs from Padmasana. Stretch your legs out and you can shake your legs. Okay. So now let's go to the third asana, which is Hali Pavasana. So keep your legs stretched outside. And now you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Bring the soles of the feet together and you're going to make like a diamond shape with your legs. And now you're going to sit as straight as possible, and then slowly bend down as forward as much as you can. Bend forward and down, and try to touch your forehead to the ground. And your hands should be behind you. You should hold both your hands behind you. Keep your hands behind you, and if you're not able to go slowly, you can even keep bouncing up and down. Inhale deeply, and when you exhale, go more down. Again, inhale deeply. When you exhale, go more down. Keep going as low as possible till you touch your forehead to the ground. Keep going as low as possible. You can even keep bouncing and try to go more lower. Keep trying to go more lower and lower. Yes, Kailasa LA male team. Banastaya. Lower. You can even, if your partner is not able to go down, the hall volunteers or your partner can gently go behind your partner's back and push your partner down. Yes, Parandavan Maharaj, you can help Antoine. Yes, come on, lower. Kailasa LA female team, good. Ma Virupaksha, are you able to touch your forehead to the ground? Yes. So in this asana, you will gaze to the nose. Keep your gaze at the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. The Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply. Bring your awareness to the fire in your stomach. And then exhale. And in this asana also, you will be performing all the three bandhas together. So the first is Jalandhara Bandha. Actually, when you're down, your chin will already be in your chest. So keep your chin to the chest. And then perform the Uddiyana Bandha. That is pull your stomach in and up. If you pull your stomach in, you will be able to go a little more lower. Perform the Uddiyana Bandha, pulling your stomach in and up. And the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. And chant the japa of Soham.
पूर्व विधियाहू में जानो उभय पगतली संपुटानो पिष्ट बचे दो वो कर ल्यावो दक्षिण कर सो वाम गहावो पिष्टि हतेल्यां की है जोई अंशु सहित भूमि दरे सोई पुनिला लाटी भू परिटाने एड्या लगता माही आने.
Okay, now you can come up. Now you can come up. The next asana is Nagi Pavasana. So it is, our feet are going to be in the similar position, that is making a diamond with our feet, keeping the soles of the feet together. And now you're going to raise your hands above your head, sit upright, sit straight, raise your hands above your head, inhale deeply, and then when you exhale, go down. When you exhale, go all the way down, and again try to touch your forehead to the ground. Try to touch your forehead to your feet. Go all the way down. Your palms should be in a hollow. You should make a hollow with your palms. So cup your palms and place them on the floor in front of you. Yes, come on, bend, bend, bend. Yes, both the ayah in Malaysia. That's good. Bend more. Keep bending. Inhale deeply. And when you exhale, go one more inch down. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale. When you exhale, go one more inch down. Keep going as low as possible. And stay in the asana. Don't come up. Stay in the asana. Feel the stretch in your hips, in your thighs, in your legs, in your back. Wherever you're feeling the stretch, feel the stretch. It is okay. And stay in the asana. You will see that the more you are in the asana, the more lower, automatically your body will listen to you and it will go more down. In the Nagi Pavasana, visualize yourself as a snake. Visualize yourself as a snake. Visualize yourself as a snake. And the pranayama that you'll be performing is the Samana Kumbhaka. The Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply, hold your breath. When you hold your breath, visualize the air going, then exhale. And even in this asana, we'll be performing the Mahamudra Bandha. The Mahamudra. The second is Uddiyana Bandha, pulling your stomach in and up. And third is the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. And perform the japa of Soham.
पूर्व विधि परि आगाने नीचो होई कहू निपनास्यो लगाई हाथ आगाने धरती लगावे पसारी दो हाथ की अंजोली करे भूयडी परि लगावे दृष्टि नासा अग्र आसन को गुण शरीर बता जाई.
Now slowly come up. Now you're going to stretch your legs in front of you. Stretch your legs in front of you. And now you're going to bend your knees. Bend your knees and place your fingers, place your hands in the prana mudra. The prana mudra is bending your little finger and ring finger, stretching out and holding with your thumbs, and stretching out your index and middle finger. Your index and middle finger will be stretched out, and you will bend your little finger and ring finger and catch it with your thumbs. This is the prana mudra. So now with the prana mudra, you're going to catch your big toes. Catch your big toes. And now you're going to raise your legs upwards to the air. You're going to raise your legs all the way up to the air. And then cross your legs into Padmasana. Catch your big toe and raise both your feet all the way up to the air. And then cross your legs into Padmasana. Yes, Kailasa, Malaysia, come on. Catch your big toes, raise your legs into the air and cross your legs. Today you have to decide that you have to do Padmasana today. Swamiji is not going to leave you till you do Padmasana today. So everyone make that as your intention that today you have to do Padmasana. And yes, come on, let's cross our legs. Hold your toes and cross your legs. So bring your left foot on your right thigh and your right foot on your left thigh. Cross your legs. And once you come into Padmasana, continue to hold. Continue to hold your toes. And then you will bend down. Bend all the way down and put your elbows on the ground. Put your elbows on the yoga mat in front of you. So once you cross your legs and come into Padmasana, if you're not able to put Padmasana, for now you can put the Ardha Padmasana, which is one foot on top of your other thigh and the other foot below. And bend down, bend all the way down and place your elbows onto the ground. In this asana, you will visualize yourself as a bird. As a bird and perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale, hold the breath and visualize the air going to your navel region, the stomach region, and fueling the fire in your stomach. And then exhale. Inhale deeply. Visualize the air going to your stomach, fueling the fire in your stomach. And exhale. And in this asana, you will visualize yourself as a bird and you'll be performing the Mahamudra Bandha. The Mahamudra Bandha is all three bandhas together. So the first is the Jalandhara Bandha, placing your chin to the chest. The second is Uddiyana Bandha, pulling your stomach in and up. And the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. Perform all three bandhas. And perform the japa of Soham.
अतान्यदासनं वक्षे येन सिद्धो भवे नरः अकस्माद्वायुसञ्चारं कोकिलाक्यासनेन च ऊर्ध्वे हस्तद्वयं कृत्वा तदग्रे पादयोः सुधीः वृद्धाङ्गुष्ठद्वयं नाथ शनैः शनैः प्रकारयेत्.
Yes, now you can come up. You can come up, uncross your legs and relax. Come up, uncross your legs. The next asana is Neti asana. So in this asana, you will now place one ankle on your opposite knee and the other ankle below your opposite knee. So one foot will be above your knee, one foot will be below your other knee. And your hands, you will catch elbows. You will catch the opposite elbows with your hands and engage all the three bandhas. You'll catch the elbows and now you're going to rotate your elbows in a clockwise direction. So nicely make big circles. Make big circles with your elbows. Nicely rotate your shoulder. You should feel your shoulder getting a nice exercise. Now let's do the opposite side. So if you're rotating your hands in a clockwise direction, now rotate your hands in the anti-clockwise direction. Nicely rotate, make big circles. Make big circles. In this asana, you should visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the same kumbhaka. The Samana kumbhaka, that is inhale, feel the air going to your Jataragni, the fire in your stomach, and exhale. Perform the Mahamudra Bandha. Mahamudra Bandha is all together. So put your chin to the chest. Then pull your stomach in and up. And then contract your perineum. And in this asana, the japa that you'll be performing is Soham.
घोड़ा बामवा पाद की आशुमा हिली सोय दच चरण को वारे लौता पर गुल्प समोय वाम पाद को महिरो बहरो गुल्प जुजान था परि घोड़ा दच की आमस बार लीटान बहुरी बुझा दोऊ कर की जोऊ कहुन्या लगता पकरो सोवू.
Yes, now relax. The next asana is Gajasana. So in Gajasana, now all of us are going to come on to our hands and knees. Come on to your hands and knees and your hands and feet, and you're going to lift your hips all the way up to the sky. Lift your hips all the way up to the sky. And ground, and lift your hips high, all the way high up to the ceiling, and lower your head and feel a nice stretch. Feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings, in the back of your thighs, in your legs, in your ankles. Feel a nice stretch in your legs. Same way, even in your back. Feel a nice stretch in your back. Now in this asana, what we're going to do is you're going to bend your elbows. You're going to bend your elbows and bring your face all the way close to the ground, and then scoop yourself up and come back to the starting position. Slowly bend your elbows and try to bring your nose all the way to the ground, and then push yourself up and come back to the same position. Slowly bend your elbows, go down, 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 down. As close as possible, try to touch your nose to the ground, and then push yourself up. Push yourself all the way up, and do this again and again. From Gajasana, bend your elbows and go all the way down. Go as much as possible down. And then scoop yourself back. Yes, Kailasa, Bolivia, good. Kailasa, LA, male bodies, come on. Banasta Ayya, the Ayya right next to you. In this asana, you should visualize yourself as an elephant. Visualize yourself as an elephant. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply. Continue to be in the same asana. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. And then exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath and visualize the fire in your stomach. And then exhale. And in this asana, you will also be performing the Uddiyana Bandha. The Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. So in the Gajasana, pull your stomach in and up. perform the Uddiyana Bandha and the internal japa of Soham.
गजासनमस्तित्वामस्तकं वारं वारं निज्यं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्बीभूय मस्तकाग्रे निधाय निदम्बं मूर्धमुन्नमय्य नाभिलक्ष्यं भूमौ नासिकामानीय हस्ततलपर्यन्तं नयेत् इत्थं पुनः पुनः कुर्यात् गजासनं भवति.
Yes, now continue to be in the same asana. You can maybe come onto your knees and relax your wrists a bit. Come onto your knees and rotate your wrists and rotate your shoulders. And now go back to the same position like Gajasana. So come on to your hands and your feet. Come to the same position. Now this time what you're going to do is, the next asana is Rikshasana. In the Rikshasana, this time you're going to focus on your legs. So in the legs, you're going to first bring one heel up. So bend your knees and bring one heel up all the way up to the sky. And then you will interchange. So you bring the other knee. So bend the arm and bring the heel up, and the other heel, press the heel to the ground. So if you're bending your right knee and your right heel, you're lifting it off the ground, stretch your left heel then. Stretch your left heel and press that, your left heel. So like this, keep alternating. And in this asana, you should feel the nice stretch happening in your heels, in your calves, your hamstrings, your ankles. And visualize yourself as a bear. And keep alternating. Keep alternating your feet and press your heel onto the ground. Nicely press your heel onto the ground. So press your right heel onto the ground and then press your left heel onto the ground. And in this asana, continue to do the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply. Feel the fire in your stomach, the Jataragni. And then exhale. And in this asana also, you will be performing two bandhas. The one is Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. And the Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is contracting your perineum. And perform the japa of Soham.
एकैकं पामा कुञ्च गजासनं कुर्यात् रिक्षासनं भवति.
Yes, now relax and come to a standing position. Relax and come to a standing position. Let's all stand up. Okay. So the next asana is Vaishyasana. So in Vaishyasana, you're going to stand tall on the tips of your toes. Stand tall on the tips of your toes and balance. And now place your fingers in the Hridaya Mudra. Hridaya Mudra is placing your index, middle, and ring finger in the center of your chest, in your heart center. And now visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply, hold your breath, visualize the fire in your stomach, and then slowly exhale. Inhale, hold your breath, visualize the fire in your stomach, and exhale. And make sure to keep your balance. Don't lose your balance. It should be still as possible. Keep your balance. Perform the Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. Perform the Uddiyana Bandha and the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. And perform the japa of Soham.
येषेण पादयुगलं तद्वातिष्ठेतदो मुखः अथ वैश्याः वक्षे यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्. Relax. And now we are going to be moving into the next, which is the Urdhva Janu Karana. So this is the first Karana of our sequence, which is from direct. Yes. So we were going to perform the Urdhva Janu Karana. So the Urdhva Janu Karana is directly from the Vedas and Agamas. All of these 108 Karanas, which are a part of the Nityananda Yoga, are from the Vedas and Agamas. So we'll be performing one of them, which is the Urdhva Janu Karana, and the first Karana of this particular Pratama Vinyasa Krama. So now we are going to be standing in Arai Mandi. So Arai Mandi is the half squatting position. So the first step of Arai Mandi is bringing the heels together. So bring the heels together in a 45-degree angle and keep the toes pointing outward. Now you're going to bend the knees and come into a nice deep squat. So bend your knees nicely and stay in this position. This is Arai Mandi. So this will be the starting position of all the Karanas except a few. So perform the Arai Mandi. Now you're going to be bringing both of the hands parallel to the ground and in front of the heart center. So bend the elbows and bring the palms facing downwards in front of the heart center. Now with your right hand and right leg, you're going to make a big circle from the inside. So take a big circle from the inside, bringing the knee all the way to the chest, the hands above the head and back to the Arai position. Now perform the same in the left side. So let's all perform the same on the left side and then on the right. So now keep alternating from side to side. The right side and then the left side. Yes, Kailasa Salem. Let's all perform. So I'm seeing Kailasa Salem, there's one Ayah who's sitting on the chair. So you can also join us for the Nityananda Yoga. Yes. Relax. Now you can relax. So this is the Urdhva Janu Karana. Now we move into the next asana, which is Balalingasana. So the first step of Balalingasana is the we'll be starting with the mudra, which is the Sarvava Shankari mudra. So the Sarvava Shankari mudra is a powerful mudra. It is a direct revelation that is connecting us with Devi. So the Sarvava Shankari mudra is interlacing your fingers from the inside. So you're going to interlace your fingers from the inside and hold your knee. So now raise one knee towards the chest, any side, whether it's your right or left leg, anyone is fine. So lift one leg and bring it as close to your chest. So lift one leg and bring it as close to your chest as possible. Make sure the opposite leg is firm on the ground. And to bring the balance, okay, to stabilize yourself, look at a point, whether it's for some of us, if you look down in front of us, that brings balance. Or for some of us, if we look far away, an object or a point further away from us, that brings balance. So bring balance as much as you can and stabilize your body. Now, the leg which is on the ground, make sure that leg is straight. We have a few participants who's bending that leg which is on the ground. Keep the leg straight. Do not bend the leg to bring the knee to the chest. Keep the leg straight. And pull the leg which is by your chest, which are raised, as much as you can. Pull it as much as you can and visualize that you are holding a baby in your hands. That you are holding a baby in your hand. So the same way, pull the leg as much as close to your chest as possible. And another tip for all of the participants is, do not hold the top of the knee. Hold it more towards under the knee so that you're able to pull the entire leg itself towards your chest, not just your knee. And make sure the toes are pointed downward. Okay, so make sure, all of the participants, make sure the raised legs toes are pointed downwards. So hold your leg, bring balance, gaze at a particular point, whether it's down or further away, and hold the japa of Soham in your inner space. Ekam janu urasi alingya statavyam balalinganam bhavati. Relax, lower the leg down. Now we move into the next asana, Pada Pidanasana. So the next asana is Pada Pidanasana. All of us can now raise the same leg. So whichever leg you raised before. So if you raised your right leg, lift your right leg, pull it backwards towards your buttocks. Or if you lifted your left leg, then lift that one towards your buttocks. So whichever leg you had lifted, lift that leg towards your buttocks and hold it with both the hands in the Parashu Mudra. So the Parashu Mudra is where you are going to be holding your your left hand with your right hand. So this is the Parashu Mudra, as you can see how Maharaj is performing. So now perform the Parashu Mudra behind your leg. So you're going to bend your leg and hold the right, so you're going to hold your leg. So you're going to hold your, lift your leg, and then with the right hand holding the right leg, then hold the left hand and rest the leg in between of the palms. So like this. This is the Parashu Mudra and how to hold your leg. So if this is a little bit difficult, you can also just interlace your fingers around your leg. That is also fine. So both of this is two different variations of the same mudra. So whichever is easier for you to perform this asana, do that. Now the next point is the knees. So bring awareness to your knees. You want to align both of the knees as close together as possible. You're not keeping your knees like this. We're not keeping our legs like this. Bring the awareness and bring the knees close together. You don't want it in front as well. And you don't want to pull your leg backward and lean forward. So bring your body to a straight line where both of the knees are together. So bring both the knees together, and once again we will be using the Drishti point. Hey Kailasa, Malaysia, all of you continue to perform. So if you're not able to continue on one leg, then try the other leg, that's fine. Do not sit down. Come on, come on. Kailasa, Malaysia, all of you can stand up. Do not sit down now. So if your right leg, if whichever leg you're standing in is hurting, then just switch the leg. It's fine. We're going to be doing the asana again on the other side as well. So we'll spend some more time. So let's all continue to perform the asana. And in this asana, we'll be performing the visualization of Swamiji in our inner space. Visualize Swamiji in our inner space. And continue to hold the japa of Soham. Stitvaikasmin padatale karabhyam veshta yetanum prishte samstabhya yatnena padapidanamasana. Relax. You can lower the leg onto the mat. So now we move into the next asana, Natarajasana. Okay. So once again, whichever leg you had raised, take the same leg and we are going to be performing Natarajasana. So Natarajasana is where we are going to be visualizing Lord Nataraja. This is the pose of Lord Nataraja. So the first step is bringing whichever leg you had raised back to your, hold it with one of your hand, with the respective hand. So if you are lifting your right leg, you will hold your right leg with the right hand. So lift the leg and hold it with the respective hand, and you want to hold it from the inside. So you want to hold your leg from the inside, not out. Because when you hold the leg from the inside, you can lift your leg even further higher. So we'll just show it in a minute. So you can see Maharaj, he's able to hold the leg and lift it higher when he holds it from the inside. So with the opposite hand, you're going to stretch it forward and place it in the Bindu Mudra. Bindu Mudra is bringing the index finger to the thumb and keeping the other three fingers straight. And stretch your hand forward. Once again in this asana, bring the Drishti point. Gaze at a particular point in front of you or below you, whichever is comfortable, and bring that stability. Keep the opposite leg as straight as possible. Keep the opposite leg as straight as possible. Keep the hand and lift the leg which is raised as high as possible. as you continue to keep balance. Now, visualize Lord Nataraja in your inner space. So all of you can even see Lord Nataraja on the screen as well. Visualize Lord Nataraja in your inner space and continue to hold the japa of Soham. Uttanapadam krauncham cha marichim veerabhadrakam natarajam trikonam cha suptangushta prasarane. Relax.
Yes, the next asana that every one of us are going to be doing is going to be the repeat of the previous set of asanas on the other side. Okay, so I want every one of you to stand on the mats. Stand straight on your mats. Please stand straight on your mats. And you're going to really focus now on pulling the opposite knee all the way towards your chest. Okay, the next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Balalingasana on the other side, which means that whichever foot you brought towards your chest, you're going to do the opposite direction. So you're going to lift the opposite foot, interlock your fingers from inside. So not like this, it is like this. Okay, so interlock it from inside. Now lift the foot up, knee up, and get it as close as possible towards the chest. Okay, if you want, you can take support of the partners, but you really want to focus on pulling your knee to the chest and your toes pointing downward. So toes pointing downward and all the way to the chest. Let's do the asana together. Every one of you lift your foot, interlock your fingers and lift it high. Come on, Malaysia. Pull your feet up. Up, up, up. Pull it more up. Pull it towards your chest. And balance. Balance. Bring your gaze to one point. Look at one point in front of you or on the ground. Bring your gaze to one point and pull your feet up. Pull your feet up towards your chest. Come on, hold. Every few seconds you're dropping off your feet. Come on, everybody in the position. Up. Hold the position. Hold the position for a few seconds. LA team, Bolivia team, hold. Now, visualize yourself caressing a baby in your inner space and the internal japa, Soham. Come here.
Ekam jano urasiyalingya statavyam balalinganam bhavati.
Okay, relax. Relax. Good. See, only when we do this more and more, right? When we see, we're going to be doing all the asanas in the Prathama Vinyasa Krama a little slowly. But we are going to really focus ourselves in getting all of those details, whether it is the stretch that you need to have, or the bandhas that you need to hold, the pranayama that you need to have. We are going to focus on all of that during this time. So rather than, see, if all of us do Balalingasana like this, right? Many of us just do it this way. This is completely different from what we are supposed to be doing. Lifting the foot all the way up, bringing your knee all the way to your chest and pushing your toes downward. So that gives a whole different movement. Okay. So let's focus on pushing ourselves, stretching ourselves, get that sweet spot to move forward. Let's enter into the next asana. The next asana is going to be Pada Pidanasana. In Pada Pidanasana, now you're going to pull that same foot back, pull that same foot backward and get it all the way to your butt. We'll show you from the backside angle. So pull it up all the way. Pull it up all the way towards your butt. Now, even in this, you want to focus on pulling this toe all the way towards the butt. Okay, so you're going to give that pressure and pull. So that way you're getting a straight here. You're stretching out this entire muscle over here. And you're pushing it all the way forward. Now, if this becomes slightly easier, you can push your leg forward. So if you just slip it towards the side, you will see from the front angle, if you see, the leg will actually come forward. Okay. The focus for every one of us is to make sure that we are getting that stretch. So you can hold on at your toes, near your toes, and pull it all the way as much as you can. So if it is just at the back, then you're going to do this. But if you think you're able to do it a little further, then try to slip it to the side and push it forward. Basically, you want to make sure that you are getting in that full stretch at your feet. Let's do it together. Come on, every one of us, do it together. See, even if you slip and lose balance, it is okay. Again, get back into the pose. Again, pull your feet up. That is how we are going to learn. Okay, so pull and hold. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa, Soham.
Ekam jano arasiyalingya statavyam balalinganam bhavati.
Okay, good. Now we are going to be entering into the Natarajasana on the opposite side. So same way in Natarajasana, as we have one foot that is planted firmly on the ground, as we are holding the other foot in front of us, right? Now you're going to bend down. See, either you can hold it from outside or you can hold it from inside also. For those of you who already have experience in doing it, you can hold it from inside, okay? Holding it from inside, or you can hold it from outside. Anyway is fine. Now plant one foot firmly on the ground. So you can see one foot is firmly on the ground, planted. Stretch your toes out, okay? Your toes, you want to stretch out your toes and plant them onto the ground, just like how the roots of a tree go down into the ground. So plant your toes onto the ground. Then after that, lift the opposite foot, hold on to it with your hand, and then once you get balance in this position, slowly bend forward, stretching your hand out in the Bindu Mudra, thumb and index together, and the other three stretched out in front of you, and your leg up. Look at one point in front of you and hold the pose. Even if you slip and fall, even if you slip, it is okay. Again, get back into the pose. Let's hold the position, balance, come on. Even if you slipped, come back to the position again. Even if you slipped, hold on to your feet, pull it up. Bend down a little more. Yes. Now visualize Lord Nataraja in your inner space and the internal japa, Soham.
Uttanapadam krauncham cha marichim vida badrakam natarajam trikonam cha suptangushta prasarane.
Relax. We are now going to be entering into the next, which is going to be the Ardharechita Karana. We are now going to be performing the Ardharechita Karana. So all of you are going to enter into the Aramandi position. Every one of you enter into the Ardharechita Karana. So first enter into the Aramandi position. Karanas are all the various dance positions by Lord Nataraja himself. So first stand with your heels together, toes slightly apart, knees slightly bent, bend down, bend. It's not standing straight. Bend your knees to the side. Now, from the Aramandi position, you're going to place the left hand at the chest and extend the opposite arm wide and out like a pendulum. You're going to extend it wide and out like a pendulum. Now, while the arms swing, move the fingers one by one inwards and then the palm outward. While doing so, place the right hand over the nose, cross the ankles and repeat on both the sides. Make sure that you're crossing your ankles as well. Keep your knees bent. Bend your knees, keep your knees bent. And repeat it on the other direction. Yes, let's perform the Ardharechita Karana. Good, relax. Shake your feet out. Relax, shake your feet out. Relax your body. Good. So the next we are going to be performing is going to be skeleton dance. Now, skeleton dance is actually a very interesting one, because in this skeleton dance, we are going to be visualizing ourselves as just bones, bare bones in our inner space. So you're going to visualize yourself as just bones in your inner space. You are not existing there with muscles and all of that. And when you visualize yourself without bones, you want to shake your body out in all directions. Wake the sleep out. Shake the sleep out. Ready? So we're going to just shake ourselves, go vigorously, not in an organized manner, just in a disorganized, chaotic way. Shake yourself. Start shaking your entire body. Keep your eyes closed. Visualize yourself as a skeleton in your inner space, and let's get started. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Shake your feet, shake your body, shake your hips, your hands, your face, your back. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Come on, shake, 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 don't stop, keep going. You have a last few more seconds, go ahead, shake, shake, shake. Slowly, stop wherever you are, just stand still, just stop. Stop all your movement, just stand still. Place your hands by the side, don't adjust your mat, don't move around, just still. Just stop on your track and inhale, inhale. Visualize the breath coming in all the way, filling your lungs. Visualize your whole body, every pore on your skin is soaking in the prana, the life energy. You are breathing not just through your nose, but through your entire skin, your body, everywhere. Visualize the prana, life energy, diffusing into your blood through all the pores of your skin. Take long and deep breath. Inhale. Visualize your whole body filled with prana. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. See the tips of your fingers pulsating with energy, your toes pulsating with energy, your whole body radiating heat, intense energy. Slowly relax. You can now adjust your mat. You can adjust your mat. Adjust your mat, your devices. Some of your things have moved here and there. You guys did a wonderful job. So the skeleton dance is something that actually will energize our entire body. All of you are feeling fresh? If all of you are feeling fresh, both your hands, shake both your hands. Both your hands. Yes, that's great. Wonderful. Are we ready to go to the next? If yes, both your hands on top. Shake both your hands. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Now we are going to be entering into the next karana. The next karana is going to be the Kati Chinna karana. Now first, all of us are going to take the first few minutes to sit in Aramandi position. Come on, every one of us. How many of you learned Bharatanatyam or at least know about the Aramandi position? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Anybody from Malaysia? How many of you know about? Okay, great. LA team now. Okay, see. Okay, there's a little bit of delay. All right, good. So all of us are going to sit in Aramandi position. Come on, every one of you. It's not standing. Okay, you're going to keep your heels together. You can see the close-up. The heels are together. Toes are split apart. Okay, toes are split. Heels are together. Now, from the standing position, you're going to slightly sit down with your knees bent. Okay, with your knees slightly bent. Now come on, we are going to hold this position for a few seconds. Squat and hold in the Aramandi position. You can place your hands on your hip. You can place your hands on the hip and stay there. We're going to stay there for the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax, come back up. Okay, some of you were still standing. So make sure that you're going down. All right, we're going to do this again. This time you're going to hold a little longer. And you're going to let your thighs burn. You're going to let that thighs burn and allow it to stay there for a few seconds, even if it's a little hard. Are we ready? On the count of 3, heels together, toes apart. And the count of 3, we're going to squat down, knees bent. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go down, bend. Let's hold here for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Come on, 3 more seconds. 19, 20. Relax. You guys did a good job. That's great. So now let's perform the Kati Chinna Karana. Okay. So now while we enter into the Aramandi position, all of you can see first. Okay. From the Aramandi position, you are now going to move the hips to one side, simultaneously uncrossing the arms wide. So hands on top, crossed position. You're going to turn left and right, swinging your hands open. Cross and uncross. While doing this, you want to make sure that your knees continue to be bent. Keep your knees bent. Some of you are making your knees straight. Please continue to keep your knees bent while you're performing it. Let's all perform the Kati Chinna Karana together. Come on, every one of you bend down. Twist your body and uncross your hands. Good. All of you doing a wonderful job. Yes, continue. Wonderful. Relax, 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 relax. Great. Let's all shake our feet out. Shake our feet out. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Come on, every movement should have energy in it. Yes, good. Let's now enter into the next asana. The next asana is going to be Tadasana, which means you are going to bring your feet together. Bring your feet together. Now raise your hands up above your head and lift your toes off the ground. Don't touch your fingers. Above your head, you're going to keep it shoulder width apart. Don't touch your hands together. Just shoulder width apart. Raise your feet off the ground. Hold on top of your toes. Hold the position. Come on, lift and hold. Lift and hold. Hold the position. Relax, come down. Now what we are going to do is we are going to inhale. Okay, we are going to inhale and pull our body up. Hold the breath in us and hold the position with our hands on top. Ready? We're going to do it together. Relax. Ready? At the count of 3, you're going to inhale and pull your body all the way up. Hold the breath inside you and hands above your head. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Inhale and go up. Raise your heels off the ground. Hands above your head. Hold the breath in your inner space, inside your lungs. Hold. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and visualize yourself as a palm tree with the internal japa Shivoham.
Mahamudra Bhadrakono Tadasana Vibedakan Vinotanam Sada Kuryat Antarvatni Patipriya.
Now exhale and lower your hands. Good. Let's now enter into the next asana. The next asana is going to be Uttanasana. So basically Uttanasana is going to be a flow in from the previous asana. From Tadasana, which is having your hands raised above your head. Here you are having the air inside you, right? So you have inhaled, taken your hands all the way up. Now you're going to exhale and bend your body all the way down towards the ground. Bend your body all the way down towards the ground. Try to bring your feet as close, your hands as close as possible to your feet. If you're not able to touch the ground, it is okay. If you're only able to place your hands till the knees, it is fine. As much as possible, bend down. Okay? Stand up, everybody up on your feet. Ready? We are going to do this as one flow. We are going to inhale all the way, go up in Tadasana. So from here, inhale and go up. And then exhale and bend down. Okay? Inhale and go up. And exhale and bend down. Bend down, hold your feet or hold the ground and pull yourself down. Come on, push yourself. Pull, 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 pull. Feel that stretch. If you're able to go 1 inch, push yourself for at least 1 more inch. Yes, beautiful. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
Mahamudra Baddhakono Tadasana Vibedakan Vinotanam Sada Kuryat Antarvatni Patipriya.
Good. Relax. Relax. Now from Uttanasana, we are now going to jump our feet back towards the ground. So from the Uttanasana, jump back into Tarakshvasana. Okay, all of you down. Your hands on the ground beside your feet and jump back. Just kick your feet back. Come on, jump. Or you can walk yourself back. Yes, good. Now make sure that your butt is not going all the way up to the sky. You want to make sure that your body is flat to the ground. Your body is flat to the ground. So you are not doing Gajasana where your hip is up. This is not the asana we are doing. We are now going to push our body flat to the ground. So this is Tarakshvasana. In this position, you're going to look towards the left and right. Keep looking towards the left and right in this position. Rotate your head to the left and right. Come on, all of you in Tarakshvasana. If this asana is a little hard for you, you can place your knees on the ground and do the same. Look towards the left and right. If this is hard, you can place your knee on the ground and look towards the left and right. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
Gajasanam astitva mastakam varam varam dakshina kukshim sabya kukshim naye tarakshvasanam bhavati.
Good. Now from here, drop down, lie down on your stomach, on your chest. Lie down on the ground, lie down on your stomach. Your hands beside your shoulders. We are going to be entering into Bhujangasana. Hands beside your shoulders. Feet stretched out. Yes, lie down on your stomach. Feet stretched out. Hands beside your chest. Now, we are going to, please listen carefully. We are going to lift the entire back up without the help of our hand. We are not going to stretch it with our hand, just with the strength of the lower back. We are going to lift our body up towards the sky. Your hand is just going to be there as a support. You are not going to push your body up with your hand. So just with the strength of your lower back, pull your body up. Keep your hands by your side just for support. And you're going to swallow air. Open your mouth wide and swallow morsels of air, like how you would eat air. So just swallow air. Swallow air in your inner space. You're going to be visualizing yourself as a cobra. And the internal japa, Shivoham.
Angushtanabhiparyantam adau bhumo vininyaset karabhyam chaturam dhritva udvashishah panivahi dehagnirvardate nityam sarvaroga nirashanam jagarti bhujagi devi bhujangasana sadhanat.
Okay, relax. You can lie down on your stomach. The next asana we are going to be doing is Sashasana. So you're going to get your body up, back onto your hands and on your feet. Push yourself up. Push yourself up. Now, you are now going to bring your knees all the way to your chest. Okay, there are going to be two variations of us doing this. I want every one of you to see how we are doing it, and then you can repeat. Okay, so all of you see this. Now, there are two variations in Sashasana. One is, while you are in this position, you're going to pull your butt up into Gajasana. From there, get your knee all the way, kick your body forward into the position, getting your knee to the chest, and then go back into Gajasana. And then do it on the other side. So you push your body and then back. So what happens in this is that you are pulling your leg towards your chest. It gets with that momentum. So you get a lot of stretch when you pull and then go back. Okay, so this is variation 1. The next what we will be doing is, while you are in Tarakshvasana, which is your body flat to the ground, you are going to engage your core, which means you are going to tighten your core. Keep your core strong, hold the breath in your stomach, and get your knee to your chest and out. So in this, it's a very controlled motion which is going to work on your stomach. So we are going to do both the variations. Let's enter into the Gajasana position, your hips up. Everybody on your palms, on your feet, hips up towards the sky. Ready? Now pull one leg all the way forward in front of your chest and go back, and repeat it on the other side. Come on, pull and go back. Repeat it on the other side. Do it a couple of times. Whenever you kick your feet out, exhale. When you go down, inhale. Relax. Now, from Tarakshvasana position, so you're going to bring your body parallel to the ground. Engage your stomach, tighten your stomach. Now, in a very controlled manner, bring your knee towards the chest and take it back. Bring your knee towards the chest and take it back. Let's perform the Shashasana. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa, Shivoham.
Gajasana samstita janudvayama kunchavaram varam kartavyam shashasanam bhavati.
Relax. Yes, you can come down on your knees. Relax. Shake your hands out. Come on your knees, shake your hands out, rotate your wrist. Rotate your wrist. Stretch your hands out. Good. Now let's enter into the next asana. The next asana is going to be Rathasana. In Rathasana, once again, you're going to place your hands, your palms on the ground, feet on the ground. Now from here, you're going to bring one leg forward and go down as much as possible. Okay, you want to sit your hip down, bring your hip down, get that stretch near your hip. So in this position, while you are in this position, you want to focus on sitting down on your hip going all the way down. So you will get a full stretch on your hip. Now, once you do this, you're going to switch and switch the other leg and go down. And every time you do this, push your body down towards the ground and switch. We're going to repeat this continuously. And every time you switch, sit down for a split second and then jump again. Come on, let's all do the asana together. Ratha asana. Come on, jump and switch. Jump and switch. Sit down, push your hip to the ground. That is where the stretch is going to come. Even if you stay there for a second or two is okay. But sit your hip down. Pull your hip down towards the ground. Continue to do it. Visualize yourself as a chariot in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
गजासन संस्थितौ एकैकं पादं पुरोमार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रथासनं भवति.
Relax. Okay, now come back to a standing position. Come back to a standing position. Good. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Virabhadrasana. In Virabhadrasana, you are going to be from a standing position. Now you are going to stretch your left leg in front of you. Okay, stretch your left leg in front of you. Your right leg facing the side. So, if you see, you are standing at the back of your mat. From here, you have stepped your left leg in front of you and the right leg is turning side. So, this foot, your left leg is facing forward and your right leg is facing to the side. Now, while you are in this position, left leg forward, right leg back, you are next going to be bending your knee. You're going to bend your knee where your knee becomes 90 degree. Your knee is 90 degree and you are going to turn your body from here. You're going to turn your body towards the front of the knee. Raise your hands up parallel to each other. Raise your hands up parallel to each other. Sit your hip down as much as possible. Hold. This is Virabhadrasana. Relax. Let's do it together. Ready? The whole point comes where you are able to sit on your hip. When I'm telling sit, you want to make sure that your hip goes down as much as possible towards the ground. Ready? Feet together. Now, left leg forward, right leg to the side. Now, bend the left knee, bringing it perpendicular 90 degrees to the ground. Turn your body towards your feet, your front foot. Raise your hands up towards the sky, parallel to each other. Visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यम् ऊतुकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोतानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Relax. Good. Now we are going to be repeating on the other side. So come back to a standing position. Now this time we are going to open our right leg forward. We are going to leg forward. Place your right leg forward. Left leg towards the side. Right leg toe pointing forward. Left leg toe pointing sideward. Now bend your right knee. Bend your right knee, bringing it in a 90-degree angle. Turn your body towards the bent knee. Raise your hands up towards the sky and hold. Sit down as much as possible. Go down as much as possible. Visualize Lord Virabhadra in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यम् ऊतुकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Relax. Yes, come back to a standing position. Shake your feet out. Shake your feet out. All of you did a wonderful asana. So many of you are able to hold the position, which is good. The next asana we are going to be doing is going to be Vrikshasana. Now, all of you raise your left hand. All of you raise your left hand up. Some of you are raising your right hand. Left, left hand. Look around, whichever hand everyone is raising, raise that same hand. So left hand up. Okay, good. So now every one of you drop your left hand. Now the left leg, right? You're going to firmly plant it on the ground. Okay. Push your left leg onto the ground. Shift the weight of your body on the left leg, which means your right leg is just there. It's just hanging in the air, but the whole body is balanced on the left leg. Whole body is focused on the left leg. Okay. Yes. Now you're going to lift the right leg, bring it all the way towards your thighs, towards your inner thigh. Yes. Now place your opposite feet on the inner thigh, which is your right foot on the left thigh. Balance. Hold the position. Just balance in this position. Now slowly raise your hands above your head. Once you get yourself balanced, raise your hand above the head. Hold the position. Stay strong. No, you need to first, some of your feet dropped. If your feet dropped, pull it back with your hand. LA, female team, some of your feet dropped. You have to pull your feet up as close as possible towards the inner thigh with your hand. Pull it up. Then after you get balanced, then only you should raise your hand up. Yes, Bolivia team, you guys are doing a wonderful job. Now visualize yourself as a tree in your inner space, and the internal japa, Shivoham.
मामोरुमूलदेशे च यां यं पादं निधायतो तिष्ठेतु वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Relax. Now the same foot you are going to be slipping it out of your thigh and placing it on top of the thigh. Now you're going to be placing that same foot on top of the thigh. Come on, every one of you. Firmly plant the left foot on the ground. Bend the right knee. Bend the right knee, placing your feet on the ground. Now push your knee backward. Push your knee back so you get a full stretch. You want to focus and push your knee back. Place your hands in front of your heart in the Anjali Mudra. Hold the position. Balance. Stand strong, stand comfortably. Have a relaxed breathing. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in your inner space. And the internal japa, Shivoham.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवि सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवति महाबली. एकपादमुरो बत्वा एकपादेन दण्डवत् जङ्घापादसन्धिदेशे जानुव्यग्नं व्यवस्थितम्. एतदासनमाकृत्य पृष्ठे संहारमुद्रया आराध्य योगनाथं च सदा सर्वेश्वरस्य च.
Relax. Now you can now place your foot on the ground. Now we are going to repeat both of these asanas on the other side. So now firmly place the right foot on the ground. Place your right foot on the ground. Shift the weight of your body towards your right foot. Shift the weight of your body towards the right foot. Now bring the left foot the inside thigh, inside the opposite thigh. Place it as close as possible with your hand. Pull it in. Once you place it, then balance yourself in the same position. Once you get balance, then now slowly raise both your hands above your head. Bring your palms together above your head and hold. Hold. Even if it dropped, come back to the position. Visualize yourself as a tree in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च यां यं पादं निधायतो तिष्ठेत् वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Relax. Now we are going to be performing Garudasana. Garudasana, we are going to, the feet that we had placed in the internal thigh, we are now going to slip it out and place it on the top of the thigh. Place it on top of the thigh, opposite thigh, and push your knee backward. Push the knee possible. The bent knee, push it back towards your butt. Come on, Bolivia team, push it back towards the butt. Yes. Now balance yourself in this position. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Palms in front of your heart. Hold. Hold the position. Hold. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भुवि सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवति महाबली. एकपादमुरो बद्ध्वा एकपादेन दण्डवत् जङ्घापादसन्धिदेशे जानुव्यग्रं व्यवस्थितम्. एतदासनमाकृत्य पृष्ठे संहारमुद्रया आराध्य योगनाथं च सदा सर्वेश्वरस्य च.
Relax. Good. Shake your feet out. Relax your feet. Now we are going to be performing the Shavasana. We are going to be lying down and relaxing. So lie down on your back. All of you lie down on your back on the mat and relax. Place your palms beside your hips. Place your palms by your hips. Don't put your hands on top of your thighs. Don't put it on top of your chest. Don't touch it. Don't put it in your pocket. Place it to the side. Palms facing up towards the sky. Just relax. 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 Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Visualize the Kundalini Shakti flowing in through your spine, inhale, exhale. Relax your entire body. Now, slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Move your toes, move your fingers. Slowly move your feet. Bring your knees towards your chest. Bring your knees towards your chest. Move left and right. Move left and right. And slowly come back and be seated. Just sit unclutched. Just sit. Sit still. Sit still. Just sit. Now, bring your palms in front of your heart. Place your hands in the Namaskara Mudra. We are now going to be offering our gratitude to Swamiji and end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, everybody. Nityanandam. We're going to be having a 1 hour break. Till 10 a.m. ET, we're going to be having the breakfast break. Let's all change our dress, have breakfast, and
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda नित्यानन्दं परमसुखं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam, we welcome each and every single participant and all the viewers who's joining us live today for the Paramashivoham program. Today, all of us are going to be into a very exciting yet a mysterious subject. All of us are willing to know for the answer. What is death? Today, all of us will be learning the mysteries of death and how you can demystify and also go beyond death. Today, we'll be learning about death, the fear of death. What is it, and how you can go beyond it? And we just complete the Nityananda Yoga Vinyasa Krama. And with that, right now, our body is in that space where any truths, anything that we do, directly enter into our muscle memory. In that space, we will now be doing the power manifestation. We will be entering into the power manifestation. So let us all start our day with the third reading. I request all the parents to take a moment and bring your eye bands or a cloth to tie your eyes. Nityandam ma agora rupini ma sharma.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, and welcome to all the participants. We apologize for the short delay that we have faced, but we hope that now everything is clear and that you're able to see and hear all of us. And welcome all of you for another day of the Paramashivoham, right after this wonderful yoga session. Now we'll be entering into the sessions of the day, another exciting day, where we will be learning everything about death and all the unconscious ideas that all of us have about death, understanding how that affects the way we live, and understanding the true nature of death. As Swamiji reveals, death is nothing but changing of clothes. Just like you change clothes every day, when you change your body, it's nothing more than that. And actually, when you contemplate on this powerful cognition and imbibe it inside you, it will lead to a lot of rejuvenation, and a lot of fears will leave you. Will be able to live fearlessly. So this is going to be the theme today, but first, as usual, we'll be starting with the power manifestation and the third eye reading. So we request all the participants to get blindfolded, and we'll be using our third eye to see images as usual. So you can get ready, you can tie the blindfold, cover your eyes, and we have an image ready for all of you. So make sure that your eyes are closed. If you don't have a blindfold, take any cloth that you have which is opaque, not allowing the light to pass through. And sit with your hand and spine in a straight line with your awareness on the third eye. Connect to Swamiji in your inner space and chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. The image is now shown on the screen. Start seeing through the third eye. Recognize everything that you see as being shown by Paramashiva, by Swamiji himself, and get involved more and more to see the details of the image. Let's start.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham
Yes, Nityanandam, you can slowly open your eyes, slowly. Remove your blindfold. Share with us what it is that Swamiji has revealed to you. As you also write, remember Swamiji and give your gratitude to him for revealing whatever he showed you during the power manifestation.
Yes, you can take a few moments to type whatever the third eye has revealed, and we'll be having a look at the image. So whatever the third eye has revealed, whatever Paramashiva has shown you, remember there is nothing that is shown to you through the third eye during the power manifestation which is not shown by Paramashiva. So whatever you have experienced, you can share that, and we'll be having a look at the image. Just giving a few moments to see what your results are. Okay.
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay, very good. Interesting. And animal horns, spotted ears, elephant, a lady wearing sari, blue, trees, ears. Okay, very good. Interesting. Black, grey, green, orange, monkey, and a flower. Okay, so all of this is quite good. You'll discover why as we see the image. And the image, as you can see, was a pair, three mangoes, and yellow colors, very good. And I think related to animals, trees, of course, is there. Hills is connected. Lady wearing sari, maybe in the past at some point we have seen someone selling mangoes, and I thought I would have shown that. So that's also good. Black, gray, and green, orange, monkey. So it's not an orange, but it very much looks like one. So that's also very good. Monkeys love mango. I mean, I've spoken about it a lot, even in some of the sessions that all of us heard. So, and flower, yes. So that's great. Very good. So you all can celebrate. You have succeeded in manifesting this power. Celebrate that Swamiji is manifesting for you, that Paramashiva is manifesting for you, and let's enjoy this power manifestation more and more. So thank you all for participating, and now we'll be entering into the first session. And so see, now we're going to learn how the perception we have about death decides the way we live our life, because Swamiji says that we do not experience death only at the end of life, but we experience death every day in so many different ways, in the form of every loss that we experience. For example, if somebody leaves us, is no more part of our life, it's a loss, it's a form of death. Even the old cells leaving our body, or even something as simple as shaving, this is a form of loss, because it is a form of death, because it is a form of loss. So all of these things, even as simple as change, like you changing the location of your office or your house, is a form of death. So the cognition that you have about death itself, about leaving the body, that decides how you will experience each of these moments in your life. And sometimes you get completely panicked when there is change. That is because unconsciously there is a deep-rooted fear of death. So when you contemplate on death, understanding, having a higher understanding about death, you will go through life without these kinds of panic moments, sudden fears, unconscious fears hitting you again and again, feeling only rejuvenated by change, confident about it. So let's come to the space of listening. We'll be entering into the first session now, and let's start to understand more about the nature of death.
We are going to inquire into the truth. That's a beautiful line, sutra, with which Brahma Sutra starts. Atato Brahma Jinyasa. Let us inquire into the truth. Let us inquire into the reality. Let us inquire into the Brahman. Brahman means truth, reality. Now, We have decided, let us inquire into the truth. It means what? We will have the courage to work with the truth. We will have the intensity to go behind it. One more thing, truth is so dangerous. Please be very clear. The moment you understand, it transforms your life, even if you don't want. So anybody who is afraid of transformation, still you have time. Because it will start haunting you. It will start straight away working on you. The ultimate truth never waits. The moment you understand, it starts working on you. The moment you understand, the process starts. Here, we are going to work on the ultimate truth. Truth about our life, truth about our death. Let me tell you a small story. It's not even a story, it's a history incident happened. How this technology or this formula happened to me. This whole 2 days program is a formula. It's a technology through which I am trying to transmit or reproduce the same experience which happened in me. I always tell people, scientist is a person who creates a formula to reproduce the things of the outer world. Master is a person who creates a formula to reproduce the experiences of the inner world. This technology, of course, I'm happy, I can be a little proud. This works, the technology works. At least 1 million people have took these meditations. At least 1 million people have experienced the transforming power of these meditation techniques. This technology to reproduce the same experience which happened in me. That's what I call Nityananda Spurana. How this technology happened to me. How I designed. I was staying in Varanasi. Varanasi is a headquarters of Hinduism, practically. Every Hindu is expected to visit Varanasi at least once in his life. And every day floating population is 7 lakh, 700,000 people. Every day go inside the city and come out. 700,000 floating population. I was staying in Varanasi. There was an elderly monk, sannyasi, who was sick. I was attending him. He was sick. I was taking care of him. Usually these sannyasis, they take care of the other swamis. Young swamis are expected to take care. The elderly swamis are sick. In North India, the whole tradition is alive. Somehow I don't know what happened to South. Anyhow, North, the whole thing is alive. I was taking care of him. That time, I can say unfortunately, I had to see one person dying in the ICU. I was in the ICU, intensive care unit. At the time, I was not enlightened, but I could see how that soul is leaving the body. That suffering, that struggle I was able to see. First, the tremendous pain, the whole being was filled with pain, tremendous pain. It's like if you cut half an inch your finger, how much of pain you feel. This being is cut 6 feet long. Completely the being and the body is disconnected. the tremendous pain. I could feel very clearly what is happening there. What was happening there? The pain was too much. I thought that I should not stand there and see the whole scene. I wanted to escape. But I cannot run because this Swami, I have to take care of this Swami. Any moment he may pass away. He may die. So I have to take care of him. I have to stand there. Not only the pain, after a few moments, I saw suddenly the being fell into the coma, unconsciousness. Actually, coma is automatic painkiller mechanism. If the pain becomes too much, unbearable, automatically you fall in coma, so that your being is, at least your being doesn't feel the pain. Being has fallen into coma, unconscious state. The moment being fell into the unconscious state, the worst thing is all samskaras, the engraved memories open. See, as long as you are conscious, you can balance your mind and live. The moment you fall into the dream state, what happens? Simply those thoughts comes up and your dream is not under your control anymore. You are not the leader in your dream. Simply a dog chases you in the dream, or elephant chases you, or a snake is trying to attack you. Your own dream, but you are not the master. Whatever you suppressed, whether your fear or anger or desires, it just comes up and it is moving this side and that side. Your dreams are not under your control because you are unconscious. The frequency of thoughts is more than the frequency of your consciousness. The number of thoughts is too much. So naturally, your dreams are not under your control. Of course, if at all our dreams are under our control, what types of dream always you will have? We know. Of course, the dreams are not under our control. Same way, the moment the being slips into the unconsciousness, the thoughts which is happening in your inner space is completely out of control. It's like inside this room, 10 people are standing and kicking one football. One football from this side to that side and this corner to that corner, if it is kicked, how the football suffers. Same way, I saw very clearly the being suffering. One side, all the desires are kicking that football. The other side, all the guilt. On the third side, all the pain memories. The fourth side, all the pleasure memories are pulling. The football is just pulled and pushed, kick this side and that side. And I could see the being suffering in that intense burning. That is what we call hell. Actually, hell is not geographical, it is psychological. Hell is not geographical. Be very clear. Hell is psychological. You don't go to hell, you carry your hell. You don't go to hell, you carry your hell. Just like a tent, you carry when you go for a picnic. You open the tent and install. Just like that, you carry your hell wherever you go and just you open and install. Whenever you need. You carry whatever is necessary to create hell. To create a tent, what all is necessary is pillars, the sheet. Just like that, you carry all the ingredients, all the things which is necessary to create hell. And wherever you go, you just create it. I was able to see very clearly how the being suffered, how the being was struggling, how the being was suffering to get out or to move into the path, into the next life. It was a tremendous suffering. One more thing, when you suffer too much, you will feel like time is not moving. Time is eternal. That is why we always say hell is eternal hell. It is not chronologically eternal, but psychologically you will feel like time is not moving. You can see in your life, when you sit with somebody, some friend, with whom you feel connected or close, even if 10 hours passes, suddenly you realize, oh, what happened? How time passed. If you are sitting with somebody who is continuously boring you, with whom you don't feel comfortable, what do you do? Every 10 minutes you see the watch. Every 10 minutes you think, watch stopped or what? Time is not moving. Time is psychological. It is not chronological. That is why in the Vedic system, the time is measured as kshana. Kshana means gap between one thought and the other thought. Gap between one thought and the other thought. If you can create gap between one thought and the other thought, a little more gap. If you can create more gap between one thought and the other thought, your kshana can be even 1 year. For a restless person, kshana is microsecond. For a restless person, his kshana is microsecond. Person who is peaceful, relaxed, for him, the kshana can be even 1 year. More the gap between two thoughts, more you will be blissful. The more you are restless, more you will be suffering. That is why we say, for devatas, for the higher level beings, our 1 year is 1 day for them. Because the gap between the thoughts is less. For them, what is 1 day is for us 1 year. Because we have too many number of thoughts. Their kshana is too big. Our kshana is too small. When I saw the being suffering, for me it looked like just few seconds. But for the being, it's eternal. Because whenever you suffer, you feel like time is not moving. Time is not moving. Anyhow, somehow the being possibly died. But that memory, the pain was there inside me continuously. It never disappeared. That if you see an accident, at least next 3 days you won't be able to eat. You see an accident directly, how you suffer for next 3 days. Same way, I was suffering with that pain after seeing the whole thing. That sometimes you don't get extraordinary powers, you are saved. Sometimes these extraordinary powers, they disturb you too much. And you'll be able to see something, but you will not be able to help. You will not be able to do anything. Then naturally it is a suffering. It leads to suffering. Same way, I was also struggling. I was able to see, but I couldn't do anything. Anyhow, I left the Varanasi, but the Swami became alright. He did not die. He became alright suddenly. I left the Varanasi after some time. Maybe after a year, I had my own enlightenment experience. After the experience, I came to South. After 2 years, again once more, fortunately, I can say this time fortunately, I was there to attend one more death. Again I was healing one of our devotees in ICU, intensive care unit. I saw one person dying in the intensive care unit. This time, the moment he started dying, slowly the pain started happening. Immediately I just wanted to escape from that place because of last time memory. I just do not want to stay there. I just don't want to see one more death and carry a little more pain. But After a few seconds, I was able to see very clearly. Instead of falling into unconsciousness, that soul fell into the superconsciousness. That being which was dying, instead of falling into unconsciousness, it fell into awareness. I was surprised. And just like how people ski in the snow, just like that the being started flowing from one layer to the other layer. It did not struggle. It did not suffer. It did not undergo any torture. It did not have any pain. It did not have any problem. Just smoothly, beautifully, the being flowed, being moved from one level to other level. I was surprised. And not only that, he just disappeared into the bliss, into the ecstasy. I was surprised. I asked the family people. After a few hours, I slowly spoke to them. I asked them, is he a great meditator? Is he an enlightened soul? Because normally ordinary people can't die so peacefully. They said meditation. Why? They said that he is not even a religious person. He is not even a religious person. He is an atheist. I was surprised. How could this guy have such a peaceful, beautiful death? First thing, the other soul, first time when I saw the death, the soul was suffering and struggling. And this being, such a peaceful, beautiful death. How? Why? Why that soul has to struggle and the soul is so peaceful and blissful? For him, death is a blessing. So ecstatic. Why should this soul be so blissful? And why should that being suffer, struggle so much? I was just surprised. I was shocked. I started contemplating. I started thinking. How? Why one soul should suffer, the other person, other being should peacefully pass away. After the contemplation or a deep meditation, the knowledge which descended on me, or knowledge which happened to me, or the technology which happened to me is this whole NSP. The Nityananda Spurana is the knowledge or the formula which happened to me after the deep meditation of these two deaths. After the deep contemplation, this technology happened. The suffering is mainly caused by the samskaras, engraved memories, which takes over your being the moment you fall into unconsciousness. What happens in the dream state, the same thing happens in a wild way, in a much more intense way when you pass away. This technology will help you to remove the unnecessary samskaras which is engraved in your layers. You have 7 layers in you, 7 parts of your being. Physical layer is the body which you are using now, and the pranic layer is that all the prana flow of the prana. Prana is not exactly air. The word air cannot be the right word for prana. Prana is the energy which goes inside through air. Air is like a vehicle. Prana is the stuff which comes inside the vehicle. Prana is a parcel which is brought by the vehicle called air. Prana is a subtle air energy. Pranic body is the air circulation or the prana circulation which is happening inside you. The third, mental body. Mental body is the inner chattering which continuously happens in you. The fourth is etheric body. All your collected emotions is called etheric body. And fifth, causal body is the deep sleep The deep sleep, what state you fall? That's called causal body. And cosmic body is all your joyful memories. The nirvanic body is your pure consciousness. 7 layers you have. In all these 7 layers, so many unnecessary engraved memories, samskaras are inscribed. Only these samskaras continuously create more and more and more trouble for you. They continuously create more and more misunderstanding. They continuously create more and more trouble. This technology will help you to get those engraved memories out, to make your inner space pure, to make your inner space clean. As of now, it's like your inner space is completely occupied with all your furnitures. You sleep outside the house. You put all the furnitures inside and you are sleeping outside. Now here, I am trying to remove few unnecessary furnitures so that you will have a place to sleep inside the house. This whole 2 days program is a technique or technology to remove the unnecessary engraved memories from your inner space, so that when you live, you can live blissfully. When you live, you can live peacefully. Person who doesn't have engrams or the samskaras, for him, death is liberation and celebration. Now I have given few concepts. I know for sure it's very difficult to digest whatever I spoke now. That's why it is so dry actually. It looks like dry. No other way. Sometimes truth is dry and straight.
Listen. Every moment, the happening in you means your life. Listen carefully. Life. You may be marching towards your goal to achieve something in the outer world or inner world, or you may be just confused and stuck. Whatever. But life is happening to you. Please understand, even feeling confused and getting stuck is life happening. Sometimes people feel you are not even letting us live in confusion and depression a little bit. Understand? Even confusion and feeling stuck is life happening. Life happening. So, in this happening of life, whenever you change the game, like the rules with which you need to play with matter, if you play it with consciousness, the rules with which you need to play with consciousness, if you play it with matter. I'll give you an example. A ship is very safe, most secured in the port when it is docked. What do you call it? Decked or docked? Docked. Whatever. But it is not created just for that purpose. Understand? If you always decide based on law of life, if the ship is parked or locked in the port, it is very safe, most secured. Yes, no doubt. But the purpose of ship is not just being docked in the port. Law of life is only teaching about the most secure things. Flow of life is exciting, adventurous, innovating, opening up different possibilities. Life happening to you every moment. That's the first statement. Even if you feel you are stuck, life is happening. Second statement, listen. Second statement, when you change the games, when you change the rule of life, when you play law into flow, flow into law, what you go through is pain. Listen. When flow, the life is restrained by the misunderstanding of law, pain is caused. Wherever you need to follow the law of the matter, you try to break it because of your over-enthusiastic flow, suffering is caused. Listen to the third statement. The constant life happening, when you approach it with agitation, every moment the purification process which is happening in you becomes painful. Listen, purification means more and more understanding of which is law, which is flow. Letting the flow to be, letting the law to protect. Dharma to protect, yama to enjoy. Listen, dharma to protect, yama to enjoy. Bringing more and more understanding about yama and dharma is life, and that process is constant death and constant rebirth. Understand? This is one of the important prayer you should carry in your heart. Mahadeva, even if I don't understand, whatever need to be removed from me, please remove it at least by force. Whatever purification I need to go through, let me go through even by force, because I know if you are waiting for my yes, it will never happen. If you are waiting for my yes, it will never happen. Understand? Just like in Ganga, how the stones roll, all of us are stones rolling in the flow of life, flow of Ganga. Many unnecessary parts of us are chipped and we are polished. In all this flow, if you appreciate what life is doing to you, you will experience constant rebirth, rebirth, rebirth. If you don't, you will constantly experience death, death, death. And why me? Is looking at the life as death, then you will see constantly you are only dying. Understand, the most dangerous thing, seeing life as constant death, you will associate yourself with that small pieces of stone which gets chipped off. You will never be worshipped. Associate yourself with the main part which is going to be worshipped as Shiva. That part always feels, wow, I did not do anything. Just life moved me in the flow I am polished, cleared. Now I am worshipped as a god. That is what I call Brahmanyam Bahuputratam, the favorite inheritor of the cosmos. Listen, listen, listen. Constantly appreciating life, enjoying life, celebrating life, even when it forcefully removes some part of you from you, even if it removes something physically from you, some persons, some pleasures, some wealth, something which you want, or something which you don't want, or some part of your mind, even if forcibly, when it is removed, celebrating life, appreciating life will make you understand life is a constant rebirth, rebirth, rebirth. Anyone carries the context of life is bliss is constantly reborn. Understand, this is the greatest gift a guru can give it to disciple. I am giving it to you, take it. This understanding, appreciate life even when you think something is being removed from you forcibly, even you are not able to see the longer vision life has for you. Sometimes you may not be able to see the larger vision life has for you. And don't be a tantrum throwing manager who need to be convinced constantly about the whole vision of a company for you to move even one file from one table to another table. To move one file from one table to another table. If a CEO has to come and sit with you and all directors and constantly remind you the whole vision of a company, you are a tantrum throwing stupid. Maybe once or twice this can be done. After a few days, they only have to decide to carry on without you being part of them. You are forcing that. Same way, even with life, don't drop the context again and again. Throw tantrum. Don't miss the larger vision of life again and again and throw tantrum. Your tantrums with the life are not going to be responded in any way. Come up, retain, remain with the larger vision of life and appreciate what is being done to you every moment. Many things which you yourself may not renounce is getting renounced, taken away forcibly. Many polishing which you may not do it on your own is getting done naturally. It is all finally for you to be worshipped as Shivalinga. The receiver of the worship is you, I tell you. Man who celebrates life is worshipped. Man who is constantly complaining is worshipping. Who constantly complains, why me, why me, why me? Who constantly feels life is a death happening, death happening, death happening, suffocates himself, sees life only as death. Who understands Constantly, life is rebirth, 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 rebirth. Whoever feels constantly life is a rebirth, celebrates life, and feels as the favorite inheritor of the cosmos, Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. You have to constantly keep yourself in bliss and carry this context of life is a constant rebirth, not death. You have no right to feel suffering. You are not that small part which is getting chiseled. You are the bigger part which is getting polished. You are not the small part which is getting chiseled, chipped off. You are the bigger part which is getting polished. If you feel you are the small part which is getting chipped off, why me? Why me? Why me? If you feel you are the larger part which is getting polished, wow, wow me, wow me, wow me. Wow, it's me. Wow, it's me. Life is just all about from why me to wow me. Understand, I tell you one more thing. Life is so compassionate. Only minimum chipping is done and maximum polishing is done. It chips really, really only the minimum required. No, no, no. Others get chipped only little bit. I get chipped so much. No. You are in the hands of the most compassionate sculptor, Mahadeva. Some get his land, some get his property, some get his gold, some get his organizations. Whatever, whoever wants, they grab those things with their hands. But to stand without grabbing anything, with folded hands or holding his feet, he picks them up to keep on his shoulder. Understand, blessed are those who get him as Guru. People who grabbed things with their both hands, they won't be having him as Guru. That is the worst punishment. They don't need any other punishment other than not having him as a Guru for their life. Best thing can happen to you has already happened. Having him as Guru. Listen. Listen. The conclusion statement I am making is actually the same as first statement, but step by step I have presented how constant death and constant rebirth is perceived by different mental setup. Whoever feels negative with the life feels constant death is happening. Whoever looks at the life with understanding and reverence will feel constant birth is happening.
You've said that we are going to be learning your experiences with death
Yes.
and
Now I am
connected-
going to put you literally into that whatever can happen to your psychology due to death will be happening to you now. So you will not be physically dying. Your heart will be functioning. Your other basic organs will be functioning. But your brain will go through a death. All of you are able to catch it? So literally there will be few seconds where, I don't want to say few seconds only, at least few seconds. It can vary from few seconds to even 20-30 minutes, where you will be unclutched from the body, where you will not remember the identity you are carrying. It's literally like a rebooting. If the computer is not working or computer is not functioning properly, how we switch it off and start again, like that rebooting. So when you come back to body, the new biomemory can be built. From tomorrow, I'll be building new biomemories in you. You will not respond the same way to your anger. You will not respond same way to your addiction. You will not respond same way to your desire. You will not respond same way to your fear. The rebooting and rebuilding process starts.
The way you describe it sounds a lot like our dreaming, where we're,
I can
totally
say,
connected.
you see, in a way it is a conscious treatment, that's all. To tell you honestly. See, your involvement is only more like a cooperation. It is more from my side. Reason, things look so simple, but when you go out, the transformation looks so huge. So overwhelming.
Yes. So this is the first set of understandings that we need to have, how to approach, how to respond to the ever-changing nature of life. Swamiji says you should always celebrate change. Don't focus on the part that is dying. Let's say, for example, that you have to change your job, for example. Don't look back, say, oh, for so many years I was doing that and now it's going to change, I don't know. With this cognition, you will be going through death. Only if you celebrate change, feeling that life is auspicious, life is doing this, Paramashiva is doing this for my own good, for my expansion to enrich my life, then you will be continuously, you never go through death in life. Only change will bring only auspiciousness, will bring only good things to you. And so this is how we go through the death in our daily life. Whenever change happens, whenever we resist the change, focus on the part that is dying, that is being chipped, as Swamiji says. Even this chipping is only done to the minimal level, and even that is only to make us as Shivalinga. So have this understanding always in mind every day, and now we'll be continuing to learn more about it. We have actually a second video segment where Swamiji will be revealing more about the fear, how the unconsciousness and the fear that we have, the unconscious understanding that we have about death leads to all the fears, strokes, and all these kind of attacks that we go through in our system in our daily lives. So let us understand more about these so that we can move into a further understanding and exploration about the true nature of death.
Phobia means, see, fear itself is a illusion. Illusion square is phobia. Illusion about the illusion is phobia. Listen. For example, if you are seeing a snake and shaken, become powerless, It's a fear of snake. And you imagine there is going to be a snake and get into the same mood of powerlessness and frightened, then it is phobia. Means square of the fear is phobia. All phobia is compulsive attitudes, compulsive mental thought currents, compulsive mental attitudes. Fear itself is a powerlessness, but at least we can work on it. Tribes experience only fear. Only civilized people experience phobias. Understand? The tribal people, people who live in forests, villages, grounded, they experience only fears. People who live raw life, they experience only fears. But people who live sophisticated lives, the so-called civilized countries, so-called developed countries, they experience phobias. You will never see a phobia in a tribal village. Among the tribes, you will never see phobias. Actually, a person who has never seen snake closely only will have snake phobia. If you see snake, snake phobia will disappear. Snake fear may be there. Fear is 1,000 times more healable than phobia. Understand? Fear is healable. Phobia is only treatable, not curable or healable. Everything which can't be treatable, everything which can't be treated or cured is phobia based. Whether it is your blood pressure, diabetes, whatever Western medicine claims can't be cured or healed permanently, is phobia pattern based. Listen carefully. I am connecting now whatever statements I uttered together. Fear breaks your integrity, phobias break your completion. Listen carefully. If you look in, what breaks your completion? Completion is a state, integrity is the way you function. What breaks the state of completion? It is always phobias, not fears. Because you already come to terms with fears. With fears you come to terms. It is law of life. Anything which agitates you, disturbs your completion, unclutched space or the Sadashivatva or inner peace, your inner silence, anything which disturbs is phobia. Look in. It is not fear. Listen. In actuality, you may not come to terms with reality, but in the inner space, you always come to terms with reality. Listen carefully. I am dividing these two parts for you to understand. I tell you, even third eye. Please listen. The biggest reason why you don't awaken your intuition and third eye, you are always afraid. You will get the bad news and your life will be suffering. You are afraid of intuition because the fear you will have the bad news about your life. And you don't understand, intuition always comes with not just information about future, ability to change the future. It is your own pains and hurting. The self-hurting need to be stopped. You don't need any enemy from outside. No, really, I'm telling you. You don't need any enemy from outside. You have so much of hurting patterns. Even if everything is going well, you cannot enjoy. Who knows tomorrow what will happen? Usually, whenever everything goes well today, next day I know what happens to me. Strong belief. When things go bad, you are very comfortable. When things go good, you feel, this cannot be my life. Looks like somebody else's life. மன்னுவதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்தது மனம், அகத்துள் இருப்பது அகம், உள்ளுவது உளம். The information comes to you, and what you grasp is mind. What you believe as you is inner space. What you feel is going to be you. Your reality is Ulam. If you know your purpose is Sadashiva, no Maya matrix can touch you. Arasalvaranai namade. வெஞ்சின அவுணரோடும் உருமிடியும் மின்னும் மிகையான பூதமவையும் அஞ்சிடும் நல்ல நல்ல அவை நல்ல நல்ல அடியாரவர்க்கு மிகவே. A vivid description of all the possible problems without even having one iota of the fear. That is what is actually the definition of courage is. Not absence of fear. Powerfulness where fear cannot make you powerless is courage. Absence of fear can be sometimes absence of information, ignorance. No. Courage means not absence of information, inability of the informations to make you powerless is courage. Listen to this word. Marana smarana. What it kindles in you is your natural organic existence. Listen. Marana smarana. What it kindles in you is your natural organic existence. If you complete with the marana smarana's powerlessness, you will feel so much of powerfulness about your past. The concepts, cognitions, ideas you carry about death will naturally, intensely reflect on your past. Listen carefully. Paramashiva beautifully reveals the Kala. Listen. Kala is time. That wheel gets the bump whenever you have undigestible, intolerable, negative possibility. For example, some people, they can tolerate anything in their life, even the poverty, but not sickness. Some people, they can tolerate anything in their life, even sickness, anything, but not poverty. Some people, they will tolerate anything, but they don't want to lose their husband or wife. Some people, they will tolerate anything, they just don't want to lose their son. Some people will tolerate anything, but they can't handle the prison or even the fear of jail. Some people can tolerate anything. No problem about no fear of jail, no fear of disease, no fear of poverty, no fear of losing the house, no fear of losing the spouse, no fear of losing even the kids. They just can't handle a morning without a cup of coffee. Understand, something which triggers anxiety, panic, I can't deal it, which triggers you to lose your prajna, that your existence, which just imbalances your prajna. Listen carefully. That is what is the bump for the Kala Chakra to roll smoothly. Marana Smarana will point out what is it that makes you lose your prajna, your existence. Listen carefully. There are some people who are ready to lose anything, but not the house they are living. There are some people who are ready to lose everything, but not any parts of the body in accident. There are some people who are ready to lose anything, but afraid of getting imprisoned, jailed. There are some people who are ready to lose, they have no fear of jail, poverty, health, but they can't even think of losing the spouse. So like this, each one has some trigger point which makes you fall out of your prajna, balance of your prajna. Marana Smarana triggers that. Listen carefully. You all should do Marana Smarana and trigger that pain point and heal it once for all. You just have to poke that tumor and pus should come out. What can be done? Nothing can be done. If the pus is taken out, even if you are collapsed, even if you collapse for 2-3 days, nothing wrong. But don't go for any other alternative, diverting, addictive methods. Face the Marana Smarana with boldness and courage. So, when you do the Marana Smarana, first thing, nothing wrong will happen to you. All my disciples should know very clearly, Marana Smarana will make you more beautiful. And I really want you to know, Marana Smarana will make your liver very actively involved with the life. Your whole body will become beautiful. Your eyes will become bright. All kinds of fears will rise in you. Just sit in your bed and what can be done? Yes, this is, I don't know. These are all possibilities. And you need to know all your fears are more like a drug addiction. The delusion coming down, not like a real fact. Listen to this. This is the boon I am giving for my disciples. Listen this. There is certain level of toxins in your body. That level of toxins decides the panic attack and feeling terrorized. As long as the quantity of those toxins is left in your system, your life will have a very cheap, low quality. Anybody can frighten you. Anybody can make you shiver, piss in the pants. Any other words you want, you can use. Understand. Mark this statement. Your enemy's sleeper cell inside your consciousness is your fears. By marana smarana, remembrance of death, consciously and facing all the fears, you will change altogether the quality of the metal out of which you are made. Listen, the ultimate alchemy, jnana rasavadam. Jnana rasavadam will happen. Please understand. And the amount of fear you experience is only the amount of toxins. It has nothing to do with reality or facts. How much of possibility is there snake biting you? Almost 0.000000000%. But how many people see snake in dream, waking state, all the kind of states? Even when they are scrolling the Facebook, if there is a snake photo on the Facebook, people will not touch that. They will scroll in the side. They will not touch that photo of snake in the Facebook screen, in touch screen also. They will not touch the photo of the Facebook. Photo of the snake in the touch screen. How many of you are like that? Even if it is a snake's photo in the touch screen, you will not touch that photo in the touch screen. What is fear? Emotional shit. What is fear? Emotional shit. So, I tell you, reduce the fear to physical component. Don't give the fear the psychological power. Then you can never break fear. Fear is nothing but toxic shit sitting in your lower intestine. Understand? Listen to the lower intestine. Fear is nothing but the toxic shit sitting in your lower intestine. All you need is just marana smarana and detoxification. That's it. I'm going around the hill alone, a small boy, reading. Still I remember the Arunagiri Andadi, the 100 songs on Arunachala, written by Guhinamachivayar, a great saint. Still I can repeat the whole 100 verse by heart. With that book I am walking. In the night I am supposed to go around, because in the daytime no time. I'll be sometime going to school or sitting with her and studying the Vedas, Upanishads. And usually in the daytime it will be hot, sun. So after the sunset, she will tell, now lessons are over. Please go around the hill and come back and sleep. As if it is the next door. You go and come back and sleep. If I go around the hill, when will I sleep? Because by the time I come back, I have to take bath in the tank and go to the temple for Suprabhadam. Shiva's Lord is waking up. Arunachaleshwara is waking up. You should go and see him early morning when he wakes up. So I let run. Anyhow, I went round every day. Some 10 hyenas. Hyena is a animal. Will be very shy as alone, but will attack and kill any human being if they are group. Children means simply they will kill. Simply they will kill. Children are the best dinner for them. They will kill. I was walking alone. It was Amavasya, or just near Amavasya. No light, dark. In those days the path for going around Arunachala hill was very dark, a narrow road, not even a road, like a forest road. Some 10 hyenas are standing in front of me suddenly. In the midnight, I am all alone with just that one book of songs of Arunachala. From the lower abdomen, Swadhisthana, I gave the voice, Arunachala. I don't know whether the whole Arunachala hill vibrated with that. There appeared an old man with a stick, drove the hyenas away. They all ran away. Somehow I got saved. Otherwise, I would not be here. I will not be sitting here. I would have been sitting in their stomach within next few hours. And anyhow, I came back and I narrated the whole story to my Guru Vibhudananda Puri with the deep feeling. From tomorrow I don't need to go to the hill rounding, walking around the hill. And after describing with all the masala and the whole thing, she heard everything. Wow, Arunachala saved you. And I also, of course, Arunachala saved me, no doubt. Next day I expected, see, once Arunachala will come and save, but how can that be a routine? So, next day she said, come on, go for the hill rounding. I was shocked. I asked, what do you mean? Will every day Arunachala come and save me? She just hit at me with one question. Will every day hyenas will come and attack you? Listen. I asked her, will every day Arunachala come and save me? She said, will every day hyenas will come and attack you? That's it. My mother, who is always overprotective of me, I'm going and telling her. She heard the whole thing. Then end of the day she asked me, end of the whole story, what did Pati tell? Pati means my Guru, Vibhudananda Puri. What did she tell? I said what she said. Then she just walked into the room, into the house and said, all right, you go for the walking around the hill. She just walked into the house and said, you go now. Really, I'm telling you, it was a hit on me. Yes. Will every day hyenas come and attack me? Then she said, if every day Arunachala also will come, go. I tell you, even now I am seeing it in my life. Whenever hyenas come, Arunachala comes and protects me. It may be 10 hyenas or 12 hyenas or 600 hyenas. Arunachala comes and protects. If you sit and consciously involve intensely in all your fears and the root cause of fears and insecurities, you will be completely free from all fears and the kind of the boldness, courage you will manifest. See, at one point you will reach the source of your fears. You will feel, oh, everything is over. From this moment, whatever way life happens is a bonus. That's all what can be done. When that shift happens to you, that is the moment Yama, Kala is giving you the blessing of not taking life for granted and liberating you from all the fear-centric behavioral patterns. See, at one point in my life, I reached everything is over. Now, if I am alive from next moment, whatever way I may exist is a blessing, bonus. Understand? Listen to this very carefully. This realization is the boon from Yama, Kala. Decision not to hang on to our fantasies about life and our fears about our fantasies. Understand? Whenever your mind involves, your fears become fantasies and fantasies becomes fears. These are the statements you need to meditate very deeply. When there is an obsessive compulsive behavior, your fantasies become fears and fears become fantasy. Romance become perversion, perversions become romance. War becomes love, love becomes war. Listen carefully. At one point in my life, I reached externally in the outer world, any situation, if I am going to be alive, remembering I exist, it's a blessing. Nothing more can be taken away from me. And internally, if I am still able to consciously cognize I am existing without a mental breakdown, that itself is a blessing. There is nothing more. I don't need, I don't expect any bliss, or I am not afraid of depression anymore, or the worst mental states, mood swings, or the worst external conditions. See, the fear of the worst possible external conditions and internal conditions have been accepted by the deepest core of my existence, and nothing more to visualize, fantasize about the worst possible external conditions or internal conditions and get frightened. There is nothing more I need to visualize and get frightened. It's all over. That moment, something broke in me. My consciousness touched time. And Yama gave way, Kala gave way, and I reached Kala Bhairava. Listen. Consciously sitting and cherishing all your fears, not mentally being kicked. Just mind releases all the fears and the fears erupt out in you. No, I am not talking about that. I am talking about consciously sitting and visualizing, cherishing. What more can happen where this kind of illogical patterns come? Behave with life like a friend. You don't cry all the time to your friend. You know what kind of a face you should show to your friend. Show the same face to your own being. Even to yourself. Don't be a constant frightened child to yourself. Complete with it. Get rid of that identity. Build yourself authentically. Don't constantly be a frightened baby. The first step in living Advaita is to get rid of the... Please understand, your fear is not cute. It is nothing but your own violence which you don't want to accept as violence, because you thinking you have violence is too much. Fear is a coat, sugar coat done on violence. There is a beautiful verse by a great saint from Tamil Nadu, Manikkavasagar. He sings, people who carry inside a deep violence but believe that they have fear, oh Mahadeva, let me be afraid of them and keep them away from me. First, complete with that frightened child inside. Show yourself as a friend to you. Let you seeing you bring tremendous confidence to you. Life does not demand you to deal too much of information or too much of stress and the load and fear and insecurity. First, understand that your life needs only simple decisions from your Paramashanta Swarupa. For example, when you are thirsty, water bottle is there in front of you, just pick up the bottle and drink. If the water bottle is not there, get up, go to kitchen and get water and drink. That's all. Instead, you are being taught, oh, when you are weak, when you are feeling tired, when you are thirsty, you may be dehydrated, you will not have the enough strength in your biceps and muscles to pick up a glass and pick up the water and drink. Please start working out now. Take this protein powder, take this non-veg, take this, drink that blood, this muscles, this flesh, and build your body. So when you are thirsty, you can just get up and without any dehydration, difficulty, you can start drinking water. And to substantiate the statement we are making, we have thousands of studies, researchers done on people. Let me now come back to today's message. You associating yourself more and more with cosmos, existence of you. As I told, you have 25 faces. One face is your body. That's only one dimension of you, one face of you. Your cosmos is one more face of you. I tell you. When a man feels insecure, his first reaction is sexual activity. When a woman feels insecure, the first reaction is frightening, terrifying, fear, and destroying everything, doubting everything around her due to that fear. Understand? In both situations, you just need little bit of unclutching and relaxing into the truth, your cosmos. Develop this one face in you, your cosmos. You will see tons of your reactionary assumption based destructions will reduce.
Love exposes your blind spots to you. When the real tsunami of love happens in you, your whole gets integrated. When the tsunami of fear happens to you, your whole gets integrated. That is why when there is a survival threat, you express so much of energy, whether to fight or flight, for both. The speed with which you fight or the speed with which you run away, both will be extraordinary when there is a survival mode, because it integrates you completely. Same way when you are in love, it integrates you completely. Both the emotions, fear and greed, integrates you. If you use your love to integrate you and make your declaration reality. You are a bhakta, devotee, path of devotion you are traveling. If you use your fear, integrate you, and make your declarations into reality, you are using the path of renunciation. I tell you, always use your love to integrate you. That will be most sweet, safest path. Declarations are sweet, declarations are tasty, declarations are powerful when love becomes base material. When the love is a lubricant, will is so powerful. Fear need to be used like a pickle wherever required. Not more than that. If you know how to use fear as pickle, you know the realistic threats and unrealistic lies. And the life can never cheat you, life will never cheat you. You will never be cheated.
Yes. After this beautiful discuss and deeper truths and understanding about the fear directly we heard from Supreme Body of Hinduism, now it's time, let's enter into the internalized exercise. So, what is fear? Fear is a deeper dimension of worry. Fear leads to anger. Fear is the passive form of the energy, while anger is the active expression. That is why it cannot be destroyed. Fear is the fight between faith in oneself versus the negative idea about the future. You have faith in oneself, and you'll be fighting with the negative idea about the future or future with what will happen. You may not know clearly about the future. You have negative idea about the future. So constantly you'll be having fight between your faith and the negative idea about future. So that is fear. And self-fulfilling negative prophecy is fear. Now let's enter into the internalized exercise. Please start completing all the fear patterns you develop. The fear of losing your name and fame, and fear of losing your health, fear of losing your wealth, your loved ones and your relatives, your friends, and the fear of unknown. These 5 fears, complete with all the fears step by step. Relive and relive, relive and relive all the incidents. So we are going to enter into the completion process.
Let us now take a few moments and contemplate about these 5 fears of our lives and pick each incident for an example for each of the fear and start completing with them by reliving the incident once again and reliving it.